Hello everyone, I am Pavni and welcome back to Gen Z Kidsology. In today's video, I am going to share with you all 5 fun yet simple math games which you can play with your child at your home. So without further ado, let's get started. Scavenger hunt. You just need to keep few items in different rooms in your houses. Suppose that your child is very young, he is around 4 years of age and you have just taught him counting. You have just taught him or her counting. Okay, so what you can do, you can keep 6 pencils in one room. You can keep 3 pens in the other room. You can keep 1 scale in some other room. And then you can tell your child that go and bring me 6 pencils, go and bring me 3 pens, go and bring me 1 scale. Now suppose that you have already introduced your child to the concept of shapes. Then what you can do is that you can keep a circle, anything which is in a circle shape in one room and a rectangle in other room, and you can ask your child to go and find them. Suppose you have already taught your children measurements using scale, then you can just give him or her a scale and you can ask them to measure and bring you something which is of 5 centimeters or 10 centimeters or 15 centimeters. Same way, if they already know about the concept of grams and kilograms, then you can ask them to go and bring something which weighs in grams, or else go and bring something which weighs in kilograms. So in this way, you can play scavenger hunt for a long time, and believe me, this is a very fun activity for the kids. Math bingo. Now this is another favorite game with my children, and let me tell you that what it is. So as you can see, I have made over here a table which has many different numbers. Yes, and what we will do is that we will ask the child a question whose answer will be a number. And once we ask the question, the child needs to guess, the child needs to understand that what is the number, and then he or she will find it in this table. Once they find the table, they will shout out loud saying bingo. Yes, and that is the fun part. Okay. Now, how can we make this age appropriate? Suppose your child knows only numbers. You have just introduced him to numbers. You can ask them questions like, can you find number 7 in this box? So they just need to identify 7. Once they identified 7, they will just circle it and say bingo. Next, if your child knows about the concept of before, after and middle, you can ask questions like, what comes after 12? What comes after 12? So the question is 13. So now the child needs to find 13 in this table. So once he finds 13, they will shout bingo. Similarly, if they know about addition, then you can ask the question as what is 11 plus 29. If they know about multiplication, you can change the question as what is 5 into 5. If they know about division, you can ask question like, can you find the answer for 12 divided by 2? And if you just want to ask few simple questions, you can ask something like, which is the largest 2-digit number, which is the smallest 3-digit number, which number is even, which number is odd, which is the multiple of 5, and so on. So in this way, you can change the questions according to the concept which your child knows and play this game of math bingo. The 24 game. For this game, you would need a pack of playing cards. You can just spread the playing cards like this and ask the player to pick up any 4 cards. Suppose if one player is there and then they have picked up 4 cards like this. Now what they have to do is that they need to perform mathematical operations on these 4 numbers, which is 7, 8, 4 and 8. They can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And finally, once the operations are done, they should do it in such a way that they get the number 24 as the answer. Suppose if 2 players are playing, then they can pick up any 4 cards from this pack and even they need to do the same. And suppose if they are not able to get the number 24, then whoever is able to get the closest number to 24 is the winner. Triangle tower. So in this game, as you see on the page, we have written down these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So all of these numbers we have written down. Okay, and along with that we also need 2 dices. And then on a sheet of paper we have made a triangle using these boxes. So on the bottom you have 4 boxes and on the top you have 1 box. So like this we have made a triangle. And now we give symbols for the 2 players. Player 1 has a star symbol, player 2 has a circle symbol. Now we will ask the players to select any 10 circles amongst these numbers. And the selected 10 numbers, we will write it in these boxes. So player 1 will pick up the 2 dices and then he will just throw it. Now we have 1 and 4 and we will multiply the 2 numbers 1 and 4. So what is 4 ones are? 4 ones are is 4. Player 1 sees that there is 4 on the table, so he will put his mark, which is a green star, on the number 4. It is the turn of player 2. So the player 2 will roll dices and he will just put it here. He gets the number 1 and 1. What is 1 ones-are? 1 ones-are is 1, but 1 is not there on this triangle tower. So he loses his chance and player 1 again gets his chance. Okay. At the end, whichever player has got more numbers on this triangle tower is the winner. What's on the card? So you can either play this with a board. Suppose if you have a small little blackboard, or else you can even make these kind of little cards. So as you can see, I have made small cards which has a triangle, it has few shapes and also it has few numbers on it. Okay, now what you can do is that flip it to its back side, okay, so that your child or you're not able to see that what is there written. Okay, so you just flip it to the back side and randomly you should just pick up one card and place it on top of you. Suppose you are the player, you are playing it with your child. Okay, so you just hold it like this. Now this card can contain a number or this card can contain a shape. Yes, so now it is your turn to guess that what is written on the card. So now you keep asking the other player questions so that you are able to guess that what is on the card, and the other player should give the answer only in yes or no. To make the game more exciting, you can keep turns, like suppose you get only 5 chances or 6 chances or 3 chances. So for suppose here I have 100. So I can ask, is there a shape on the card? Answer is no. So if there is no shape, is that a number on the card? Answer is yes. Is it a 3-digit number? Answer is again yes. So is it the biggest 3-digit number? No. Is it the smallest 3-digit number? Yes. So what is the smallest 3-digit number? 100. And that is what is in this card. Yes. So in this way, you can do it for shapes also. You can ask, is it a shape? Does it have 4 sides or does it have 3 sides? So when they say that it has 3 sides, it obviously means that it is a triangle. Okay, so in this way you can just select different cards and have fun with it. I hope that you found this video to be really helpful, and if so, then do like and comment and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And also do share the video with your friends because this might help them as well. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Stay happy and stay safe. Bye.